Welcome, friends. After this short break, I'm sure you're enjoying the proceedings at the AIS 2020, and we are now into part two of the segment on the effective CEO, specially designed for the District Governors 2020-21. So we will be starting this part two with a presentation by Hannah Milligan from Lions Clubs International. And she's going to be speaking to you about the digital tools which are going to be provided to you for making your year more successful. These digital tools will make your working easier, streamlined, and more effective. Please pay attention here. Jot down everything that she says. If you miss them, you might end up spending a lot of time in trying to find out how to use those tools and where they are located. So this is the right time for you to get the information from the headquarters directly. Please make the best use of it. Over to you, Hannah.
So first, going into the digital tools for Lions. So of course, to get into the digital tools, you need to make sure that you have access. So how do you get access? So once you're a Lion, you have the ability to create a Lion account. If you need more information about that, I encourage you to reach out to your specific Lion officers. This Lion account will give you the ability to access our complete digital offering. All you have to do is click Member Login, hit Register if you haven't already done so, or log in, and then you're in. I will be also walking through this process briefly once we do the screen share. And with that, let's walk into the screen share. So as I mentioned, to get to your digital products, you want to click on Member Login. So I just clicked on Member Login. It's taking me to this page here. You can see on the left-hand side, we have Sign In. So if I've already registered, I can just sign into my account. If I don't have a Lion account, I can just register here. Once you click the Register button, it will take you through a series of steps on registering yourself to get a Lion account. Let's say that I've already logged in with my credentials. This will take you to this page. So this is actually what we call the UAT environment. So I am showing you an exclusive preview of what is coming up in the digital products realms with LCI digital products. So when you first log in to this new experience, we're calling this the member portal page. This is going to be the hub for everything you want to access with Lions Clubs International. You can see this box will appear. This is called the tour. Now it's going to prompt you to take a tour. I'm not going to go into that right at this moment, but this is a great feature, especially for something new like this, the member portal page that we haven't experienced before. It will actually take you through all of these different sections throughout the member portal. So I'm just going to X out of that right now. If I did want to take that at a later date, this Take a Tour button right here is available to me for whenever I would like to take that at a later date. You'll see on the bottom here, underneath all of the digital products, which we will get into in a second, we have different features. We have the news feed, announcements, service metrics, and then we have upcoming club activities and resources. Some of these things you'll notice have been pulled over from the different My Lion application. Some of them are new, like this announcements section, and then also the news feed on the left-hand side on this web experience. This is a great new way for you to connect to your clubs, and more information will be coming out soon as we get closer to this release. I do want to touch on the different products we have here at the top. So we have My Lion. You may or may not have heard of it. This app is actually the main focal point where we report our service activities. So of course, when we go out into the community and we do a service activity, we want to log that service activity, make sure everyone knows all of the good work that we've done in our community and all these people that we have served. You can do that by clicking on the My Lion application, and there are a series of steps that you can follow once you're in My Lion to follow through with your service activity reporting. There is also a mobile application for MyLion that you can access on iOS or on Android. We also have MyLCI. MyLCI is an officer tool. You can see right here that my MyLCI is grayed out because I do not have access at the level that I'm entering in the UAT environment in. MyLCI is used to log member information. What is the first name and last name of your member? What is their primary form of communication? What is their email? Quickly running through here, we also have Insights. Insights, as you can see by the little icon at the top, is our reporting tool. So if I want to know membership over time in my club or my district, if I want to know funds donated in my club or my district, Insights is a great tool for you to access all of that information. Next, we have Learn. Learn is the primary way that we can access leadership development trainings through the Lions Learning Center, or the LLC, as it's often called. In Learn, you can access those trainings. You can also report local institutes that were held in your area. After Learn, we have Shop. Shop is the Lions Club's international shop for all Lions Club's branded items. If you would like to purchase a Lions Club branded cap or pin or flag, or if you would like to personalize those items, Shop is your go-to destination to access all of those items. So all of these applications can be accessed through this member portal right here. Again, this is an exciting new experience that we can't wait to show all the Lions that have access to this. You see all this white space here on the right-hand side. We will be filling that up soon with yet another feature that is upcoming. We're excited to announce that upcoming we will have an online meetings and messaging feature where Lions and non-Lions will have the ability to connect through online meetings. We'll also have the ability to message other clubs and other members through this feature. We're very excited to bring this to you soon. Of course, we are continually evolving and updating all LCI digital products. Now, I know that was a quick tour. We kind of ran through everything, which is why I want to make sure that we provide you with digital product resources. So, of course, we have the MyLion Facebook forum. This is a great way to share and receive MyLion insights. Other Lions around the world, just like you, are sharing their MyLion feedback and things that they're experiencing and they would like assistance with. We also have the digital product webpage, which is a great resource to access release notes and product roadmaps to see what's upcoming. What can we get excited about in the future? We also have the tech support knowledge base, where you can browse articles and FAQs. Next steps, if you haven't already, we encourage you to register for a Lion account. We would also encourage you, if you have a Facebook login, to apply to be a member of the MyLion Facebook forum. And if you run into any issues or you're experiencing something that you feel like is an error in the products, we encourage you to submit your ticket through the Member Service Center. Thank you so much.
And that was wonderful information coming to us from the LCI headquarters at Oak Brook. Thank you very much, Hannah, for all the information that you put together. And now, my dear friends, we will move on to some information that will be provided by past District Governor Roy Verghese. He's going to be talking to you about LCI grants. Very often, district governors across the entire country ask us the question, does the LCI support the working in the districts? Will LCI fund some of the initiatives that we take up in the district, ultimately with the object of ensuring vibrancy and better results in the district? Well, the fact is, there are a whole lot of grants which are available to each district and multiple district. Provided, of course, first, that you need the support through those grants, and secondly, that you apply for those grants. More often than not, district governors are not fully aware of the opportunities of applying for those grants. So we have past District Governor Roy Verghese speaking to us, and he's got a complete list of all grants which the district governors at the district level and the council leaders at the multiple district level can utilize to augment the working and the results in the districts in the entire country. Over to you, past District Governor Roy Verghese.
Lions Clubs International grants. Lions Clubs International provides several grant opportunities for Lions Clubs, districts and multiple districts. It is important that each and every district governor understand these available grant opportunities from Lions Clubs International so that they can utilize these available grants for the betterment of Lionism during their term of office. We will now have an overview of all these grant opportunities available from Lions Clubs International. We can group all these available grants into 6 important groups. We will now go one by one these groups and try to understand all these grants. First, we will go into Family and Women Symposium grant. This is the first group. Second, it is Membership Development grants. Third, it is Public Relations grant. Fourth, it is Leadership Development Multiple District and District grants. Fifth, it's LEO grants. And sixth, Leadership Development Institute grants. Within these groups, there are several other grants also, which we need to understand. So, we will go one by one these groups and understand all these grants. First, we will go into Family and Women Symposium grant. Family and Women Symposium grant supports women and family member development and satisfaction. As the name indicates, the Symposium grant is intended to support community-based symposiums to identify ideal community service projects which are of interest to family and women members, to promote the club in the community, to identify potential family and women members, and to start or to charter a new club or a club branch program in the community. And the ultimate result will be family and women membership development. Lions clubs, districts and even multiple districts can go for this grant. They can apply. All of them can apply for this grant. And the maximum funding, the grant will be, the maximum funding will be US $2,000 and the minimum funding will be US $500. It must be remembered that this funding is on first come first served basis. It depends upon the available funds at the Lions Clubs International. So we must be quick in applying for this funding and be in the queue to avail this grant. You must apply for this grant through the Membership and New Clubs Program Department. So be quick and be in the queue so that you will be able to avail this grant opportunity. This is Family and Women Symposium grant. The next group which we are going to is Membership Development grants. As the name indicates, Membership Development grant is for general membership development, growth, satisfaction, etc. Every district and multiple district can apply for this grant. There are 3 grants under this group. The first one is Standard Membership Development Grant. Second one is Special Incentive Membership Development Grant. And the third one is Large Scale Membership Development Grant. As I told you earlier, if the district or multiple districts is going for a membership drive, it can apply for Standard Membership Development Grant. And the funding for the Standard Membership Development Grant for the district, it is maximum US $5,000, and for the multiple district, the maximum funding will be US $10,000. If the district or the multiple district wish to go for a special membership drive, or if they want to concentrate on membership development of clubs with less than 15 members, or if they wish to replicate an already conducted became successful membership development program, again they want to replicate it, then they can go for Special Incentive Membership Development Grant. The Special Incentive Membership Development Grant has all the conditions of Standard Membership Development Grant. That's the maximum funding for the multiple district, it will be US $10,000. For the district, it will be US $5,000. If the district wish to go for large scale membership drive, like over a period of 3 years, 20 clubs or 600 members or 700 members, they can opt for large scale membership development grant, which is spread over a period of 3 years. The maximum funding per year for large scale membership development grant will be US $15,000, and over a period of 3 years, the maximum will be US $45,000. There is a matching fund requirement of 25% for all these 3 grant categories. For whether it is Standard Membership Grant or Special Incentive Membership Development Grant or Large Scale Membership Development Grant, the districts or multiple districts should contribute 25% of the total expenditure. And to avail this grant, the district or multiple districts should apply through the membership development program or the marketing or communications committee. So go for this and have a wonderful membership development drive. Now we will move on to the public relations grant. As the name indicates, public relations grant is for publicizing the Lions or Lions program, all the activities among the public through advertisement, publicity programs, hoardings, or anything as such. So that's a publicizing all the activities of Lionism among the public. That is a public relations grant. And here only the multiple district or a single district which is not formed part of a multiple district can apply for this grant. The maximum funding for under this grant is US $15,000 for multiple district, and for a single district which is not part of multiple district, it is US $5,000. There is a matching fund requirement of 10% from multiple districts or the single districts. You can apply this grant through the public relations committee. Here few conditions are there for this public relations grant. If you are getting a public relations grant in a fiscal year, you must complete the program before June 30th of that fiscal year and submit the final report before July 15th. And if you have availed a public relations grant in the previous fiscal year, you can apply for the new public relations grant only after January 1st of current fiscal year. And again, if you want to apply and avail this public relations grant, your application should reach Lions Clubs International through Public Relations Committee before March-April board meeting, and it must be approved in the March-April board meeting. Otherwise, the grant application will be kept pending and may be considered in the next August board meeting. So try to avail this facility and publicize our activities. This is public relations grant, and we will move on to next group, that is leadership development multiple district and district grants. As the name here also indicates, this is for leadership development at the multiple district level and at the district level. At the multiple district level, the funding is for training of first vice governor and second vice governor, and the district level, the funding is for training of zone chairpersons. The maximum funding for the multiple district for the training of first vice governor and second vice governor is $100 per confirmed first vice governor and $75 per confirmed second vice governor. And the total grant funding will be subject to the actual expenses incurred for the program. That means if the large expense is less, then it will be allowed as reimbursement. And for zone chairperson training, the maximum funding will be $500. So try to grab this opportunity, go for this leadership development, multiple district and district grants. Now we will move on to the LEO grants. As the name suggests, LEO grants for the LEO leadership development as well as for LEO service projects. There are two grants under this category. The first one is LEO leadership grant and second one is LCIF LEO service grant. Under the LEO leadership grant, every multiple district or sub-district or single district is eligible to apply for this grant. And the maximum funding for multiple district or single district or sub-district is $2,000 maximum. It is for LEO leadership development. No matching fund is needed. It will be a reimbursement of expenses. And the second one, it is, as I said earlier, it's a LCIF LEO service grant. Multiple LEO district or LEO clubs at the district level can apply for this grant. And the maximum funding for multiple districts is $5,000 and for district is $2,500. Here also it's a first come first served basis the funding will be. So you need to apply at the earliest and be in the queue and avail this opportunity. There is also for LEO leadership grant also. Both these grants apply first through the LEO department, LEO club department, and be in the queue and avail the opportunity and go for this grant. So this is LEO grants, two grants. Now we will move to the last group, which is Leadership Development Institute grants. Again here, this is for leadership development. Leadership development at the district level as well as at the multiple level. So, two grants are available under this category. One is Emerging Alliance Leadership Institute grant and the second one it is Regional Alliance Leadership Institute grant. These are the two grants available under this group, and here are only conditions that multiple districts alone can go for this grant, or a single district which is not forming part of multiple district can apply for this grant. The maximum funding available for multiple district is $4,500, and for the single district which is not part of multiple district it is $1,800. Here also another hitch is that the conditions say that either one of the grant can be opted. That is, multiple district or single district can opt for either ELLI or RLLI. together, both together, they won grant. That is conditions. As you know it very well, ELLI is for developing club level leadership. That means those who have not become presidents, they can join for this training. And for regional alliance leadership institute, it is to district level leaders to train and develop district level leaders. That is those who have not become vice governors, they can join for the regional alliance leadership institute grant. So even though it is strictly for multiple districts, GLT and GMT coordinators can conduct local level ELLA and RLLA. But the only problem is that there won't be any LCIF funding for that, but they will be providing all the resources, the materials for this training program. So these are all the grants available under the institute for the districts or multiple districts. So we have covered all the 6 groups which are having different grants available from Lions Clubs International, which the districts and the multiple districts can avail and use for the betterment of Lionism. So there are a few conditions which I want to bring before you is that, one, you must apply in advance. Most of these grants are on first come, first served basis. So the quickly, if you apply, if you are at the earliest, you should apply and try to be in the queue, in the front of the queue, so that you can avail these grants, because if the funding the cap limit is exceeded, and there won't be any possibility of getting the grant. So apply in advance and route this application through the concerned division only. Without getting their prior approval, don't go for the event. So only after getting the event, you go for the event. If you complete the program, then apply it, you won't be eligible for this grant, any of the grants. So try to get the prior approval, then you go for this event. Another thing is that you should submit the final completion report well in time. There are specified time limits, 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, all this. After completion, you must submit all these final reports to the Lions Clubs National. So please see that you submit the completion report well in time, and always look for the application deadlines. If any lionsclubs.org, you can go to the calendar of Lions calendar, that particular segment in the resource section. So you will say when the board meeting will be held, or is there any application deadline is fixed. So try for it. And for more information on these grants, you will get it from lionsclubs.org in the grant section. So try to log into lionsclubs.org and get all the details about these grants. That's all I want to tell you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all the information and the hard work, Past Assistant Governor Roy Verghese. And after that information on LCI grants, we are now shifting to LCIF, having an understanding of what LCIF stands for, the wonderful foundation of the Lions of the world, what it's achieved and what it offers to us. Offers to us opportunities of participating in global service initiatives, and it also offers to us grants of various nature to support the programs and projects in our own districts. Speaking to us would be Past International Director Aruna Abhay Oswal. She is the largest donor to the foundation at the international level and has tremendous experience of working with the foundation. Over to you, PID Oswal.
Greetings to my fellow Lions. Since our founding, Lions have continued to create real change for those who are most in need. Lions heal, and listed here are some numbers which reflect our impact as a foundation. Like 3.2 million children are reached annually, and 10,000 ophthalmologists are trained. What a great figure. Further, as you can see, our work in global health, ranging from vaccinations, screenings, and surgeries, all create an immense impact worldwide. Next slide is to build. Not only do lions heal, but lions build too. We build communities, foundations, partnerships, and many more. As a foundation who supports its members, LCIF has disbursed grants of all kinds to support communities who are most in need. $130 million in disaster grants ensures that LCIF is there for their lions at those critical moments and times of need in their communities. Next slide is Lions Teach. Yes, friends, Lions also teach. We are the forefront of youth, skill development, as we recognize that they are our future. Through programs like Lions Quest, we have reached over 18 million students to teach them necessary skills to eventually enter and strengthen the global workforce. Our work with children is building tomorrow's 21st century workforce of skilled leaders. Lions are also a champion. Moreover, Lions also champion those who are in the most need. We give voice and credence to those who are overlooked. Through our programs and partnerships, Lions and LCF are able to dramatically improve the lives of those who are most vulnerable. This is a cause that is very dear to me, and I will discuss this further in future slides. Lions lead also, and Lions also specifically do LCF Site First programs. More specifically, two main areas of focus for my own giving strategy revolve around LCF's vision, work through their strategies, programs, Site First programs, and LCF's partnerships alongside Aruna B. Oswal Trust. As you can see on this slide, LCF's Site First programs offers a variety of strategies to support those with visual impairments. LCF uses their fundings to support and strengthen existing eye health care facilities through trainings, treatments, and awareness campaigns. Together, Lions and LCIF are able to build in undeserved communities. Next slide speaks about collaborative excellence. And you can see so much excellence our LCIF has provided. And main Site First spotlight. The main reason for coming for contribution for Mr. Abhay Oswal, for myself and our Aruna B. Oswal Trust was entering into campaign Site First 2. When Shri Abhay Oswal announced $3.2 million donation for this campaign to build 4 eye hospitals in India, in all the 4 continents of India. You can see on the slide, Siliguri, Greater Lions, Shri Vidyasagar Oswal Eye Hospital and Training Institute is just one example of the impact that this exemplary program has in India. After the Siliguri Greater Lions Eye Hospital, this wonderful facility provides comprehensive eye care system, including detection, surgery, and medical treatment relating to cataract, refractive error, and low vision. For me, I gave to this project because I saw the need and the impact that LCIF and the Lions would have created through the construction of this facility. And one reason was because of its location in Katova. Due to this positioning, the hospital has taken advantage of its location to bridge the gap for those patients who would usually travel a long way to seek health services. Yes, friends, Lions Ophthalmological Center at Bhaktivedanta Hospital is also in the making. We have already have one more hospital which is inaugurated in 2017. That is Bangalore, Shri Vidyasagar Eye Hospitals in Bangalore. And that was the reason which impressed us the most, which we are passionate about LCIF. Yes, friends, the main reason which really impressed us, which really inspired us, which motivated us to enter with partnership with LCIF and Special Olympics. That was Mission Inclusion Bharat. Finally, I would like to highlight an initiative that is very near and dear to my heart, Special Olympics Mission Inclusion Bharat. Through this partnership and support from LCIF, Special Olympics, and Aruna B. Oswal Trust, we are able to implement grassroots programs in the areas of global health, inclusive sports, family education, early childhood development, and much more. This particular program draws my support for a number of reasons. However, the primary reason is that we have the opportunity to bring this population to the forefront of the discussion, in front of their families, neighborhoods, communities, and the nation. Together, we can amplify their voices and bring their talents forward, ultimately strengthening communities of all types. Yes, friends, this was the reason why I was passionate about. This was the reason why Mr. Abe Oswal was passionate about. And this was the reason which inspired us to associate with LCIF, to contribute to LCIF, and to make ourselves and enjoy the joy of giving. Let us all enjoy the joy of giving. Let us contribute to our foundation LCIF. I love my foundation, and I will urge each one of you to contribute to our foundation, because it is not my foundation, it is our foundation. Thank you, friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you, PID Aruna Oswal, for that information on the foundation. You provide such authoritative information. I'm sure the district governors will tremendously benefit from it. And now, linked to this kind of information on the foundation is the topic of Campaign 100. We are into the wonderful third year of Campaign 100, which is aimed at collecting $300 million to fill up the coffers, to fill up the bank accounts of the foundation, so that all the money in the future years can thereafter be used to support the programs and projects that Lions and the Lions clubs and the districts across the entire world would be bringing forward. I mean, this is our foundation, and getting this money into the Campaign 100 funds is our joint responsibility. Two individuals who are playing an exemplary role as constitutional area leaders are past International Director G.S. Hora and past International Director Vijay Raju. G.S. Hora would be speaking to us on model clubs. Model clubs were a most successful initiative at the time of Campaign Site First 2. Each club donating above a certain threshold level calculated per member, per full paying member. I mean, if there are family members in a club, you don't count the family members in. This really raises the ability of the club to contribute to the campaign and also be recognized for it. And we will have PID G.S. Hora giving us complete information about model clubs. This would be followed up by the overall information about the Campaign 100, various strategies that we could use within our own country, by PID Vijay Raju. So these two presentations back to back, over to our two constitutional area leaders, Hora and Vijay Raju.
Hello participants. In this session, we will talk about model clubs under Campaign 100. I welcome you to this session on model clubs. What is a model club? Let's talk about that first. There are different ways of contributing to Campaign 100: individually, corporate givings, partnerships. Similarly, there is a way of contributing by becoming a model club. A club which is ready to lead the campaign from the front. By contributing to the Campaign 100, a certain amount per member average over a period of 6 years, beginning from July 1st, 2017 to June 30, 2023. It's a small amount if spread over period of 6 years is just $500 per member average to be paid over a period of 6 years, my friend. Why become model club? That's a question we get from the club. By becoming a model club, you are recognized by different ways as a leader of the campaign. You lead from the front by setting an example for other clubs. You make an impact on the campaign. You make an impact on the other lions, other clubs in your district, in your multiple, by becoming a model club, by contributing a certain amount of money to the campaign. An example how you can become a model club is not very difficult, my friend. Say your club has 35 members, for an example, including 5 family members. The first point is that family members are not counted towards the number of members on which per member average is to be paid to become model club. So 5 members will be deducted. The payment will have to be made by for the 30 members only. And the membership on the date of signing the pledge card is counted for the purpose of becoming model club. Now the 30 members has to pay a $500 per member average, that is $15,000 over the period of 6 years. This is current year 2021. If any payment is made by the club or any member of that club which is becoming a model club as Melvin Jones Fellow or towards Lions Share program or otherwise to the Campaign 100 or say to the Lions Club International Foundation, that amount will be counted as payments towards model club. So out of $15,000, say the club has already paid $9,000 over the period of 3 years beginning from July 1st, 2017 to June 2020. So that will be deducted and only $6,000 further to be paid to become the model club. And by making the payment of just $6,000 over a period of 3 years, 2021, 21-22 and 22-23 till June 2023, by contributing $9,000, just further $6,000, $9,000 already contributed, the club becomes a model club. And it's a very small amount. Another point, very important, I must tell you, the club is eligible for community impact grant. This grant is given to the club contributing at least $5,000 in a particular year. 15% of that amount is reserved as grant for that club for any kind of service project, not necessarily big permanent project. Even the regular service project is eligible to be funded under this community impact grant. Say out of this 9,000, clubs gives 5,000 in 2021. So out of that $750 club can apply and get a grant for the service project. If the contribution in any year is less than $5,000, club will not be eligible for that grant, but that amount will be transferred in the kitty of the district, and district will be eligible to go for that community impact grant if the total amount contributed by the district in the kitty of district is at least $10,000 for that particular year. So whatever amount you are giving, that coming back to you, 15% of that as grant for your club. In any case, whatever you are contributing to the Campaign 100, that is going to LCIF, are coming back to all of us for our projects, to Lions, in your district, in a multiple, in a country, and anywhere in the world. For any service project, Lions-led humanitarian service project grant comes for different projects. That is another aspect. I am not going to detail into that. There are different recognition for become model club. You can just giving $500 per member average, you can become model club. And if you are able to contribute higher amount, you can become visionary model club by contributing just $750 per member average. Similarly, you can go further higher by becoming a 200% model club, contributing $1,000 per member average, 300% model club, contribute $1,500 per member average, and accordingly, recognitions with their 200% model club, silver banner, Chevron award, written and public recognition, 300% silver banner, Chevron written and public recognition, and so on, 400, 500, 600, premier gold club, Chevron written and public recognition award. If the club is given $3,000, $3,500 per member average or more, that becomes a premium model club. So my friend, you can start with a small amount of just $500 per member average, and you can become model club very easy. The model club is recognized with the model club certificate. This is the certificate sample given here, that is signed by the campaign chairperson Dr. Yamada and LCIF chairperson and Gudrun Ingva daughter, and that certificate is awarded to club on becoming the signing the model club pledge and contributing to the campaign 100 as model club. Also, the club gets this model club plaque written on the club name is written on the plaque, and also whether it is a model club or it's a visionary model club or it's a 200% model club, it's mentioned on the plaque of the model club. And my friend, there is also model club banner patch given to the club. The model of the patch is given here. This is the banner patch which is awarded to the model club. And this year, the special award has been declared, campaign 100 presidential medals. This is challenge for the district governor and LCIF district coordinator. Both of them are eligible. If the 3 new model clubs are placed this year, the bronze presidential medal will come. For the 6 model clubs, silver presidential medal will go to the district governor and the district coordinator LCIF. And for 9 model clubs, it will be gold presidential medal awarded to both the leaders. So take a challenge and get the presidential medal. Is for every district coordinator and district governor, it's not difficult getting the at least silver or bronze presidential medal. So come forward, motivate your clubs, get the medal of presidential medal under campaign 100. This is the list of model clubs which have already been declared in our country. 92 model clubs has been placed or completed the contribution as model club. This is the list of the districts, multiple districts who have placed the model club. There is ample scope. There are multiples which have gone to 35 model club, MD322, 27 model clubs, 321, and there are multiple districts where the lot of scope is there, and this has not been fully explored. There is always a scope, and with the district governor trying for it, working with the clubs, working with the district coordinator, working with the club leaders, club LCF coordinators, and the leadership of the club is not very difficult. We have to make them understand how they can become, how simple it is, how they can do it by just contributing a small amount over a period of 6 years. They can become model club and maybe will be recognized at different levels, not only with the awards only, but also in the publications of the Lion and also in the website of LCIF, and the names of model clubs are displayed at the main stage at the time of the international convention. The district conferences, district installations, multiple conferences, the area forums at various levels, model clubs are recognized. They also will have the opportunity of having photograph with the campaign leadership, with the LCF chairperson when they meet them at different forums. It's very simple to make the commitment. This is a model club commitment form. Just by signing the model club commitment form, this is to be signed by the club president and one more member of the board. This will mention the number of members, net of family membership, as on the date of signing the pledge form. The per member average, they would be contributing as 500 as a model club, or Visionary Model Club 750 or 200 percent Model Club, $1,000 per member average, or whatever, and the total amount which will be contributed by the club. This, as I explained already, includes which has already been contributed during the period of last 3 years. So, my friends, it's not difficult to become the model club. Just a little groundwork is required, and unless the district governor and the DG team puts effort behind it, it cannot be successful. Any campaign, any challenge, any program in any district goes through the district governor and the vice governors. This is the team which works. There is LCIF coordinator district level, the LCIF coordinator at various level, the campaign hunter team is there, leadership is there, but without the district governor and the vice governor, the program cannot be successful. It's my appeal to the leadership of the districts to come forward to talk to the clubs whenever the district governor going in the district governor visit, or in the district level programs, at the zone level, at the region level, at different levels. Talk about the model club, motivate the clubs, ask them to come forward, give them proper recognitions at various levels, which are the model clubs. Give their names in the district publications, and also be covered at the publications at different levels. The club is motivated, they will come forward, they will set an example and contribute as model club. My request to all of you to come forward and make the campaign 100 successful, which is a campaign of our own. Whatever we give, much more than comes back to the Lions project, and we multiply our service impact all over the world by contributing to the model clubs. My friends, I am thankful to you for participating. I am sure after this presentation, we will have large number of more model clubs coming from all over the country, and we will be making a fair share contribution to the campaign 100 by different ways, including the model clubs. Thank you very much for being with me today on this presentation. Thank you.
Friends, I welcome you to this very important session for the Lions Clubs International Foundation and for the district governors and the entire leadership of this country. We're going to discuss some of the most important features that are part of Campaign 100 and why is it so important to us. The last 3 years that some of you in the audience today, friends, thank you for having me along with my fellow trustee PID Aruna Oswal and co-constitutional area leader for Campaign 100 PID line GS Hora. Let's discuss why is it so important for all of us, the Campaign 100. Some of you in the audience may ask me today why you and your role as a DG should be so concerned about LCIF and Campaign 100. The answer to this question is in this chart on the screen. Within each multiple district in India, LCIF typically grants more to your districts than in receives by those same districts annually. This chart shows a comparison of donations versus grants within the past of the years. As you can see, LCIF has given our country double the amount in grants than what it receives from us in donations. What does this mean for each of us and each of you? Well, it all comes down to service. LCIF provides the funding necessary to perform large-scale service projects within your individual districts. And Campaign 100 is all about the next 50 years of our foundation. If you want LCIF to continue being generous to our part of the world, each and every one of us need to invest heavily in Campaign 100. It is not only the future of LCIF, it is the future of Lions service projects in India. Today I am speaking about the relationship between district governors and the other leadership. But I would like to quickly point out there are many leaders throughout our organization that play a key role in supporting the success of Campaign 100. Think about the leaders in your district, multiple district, area, and constitutional area. How can we each partner to get the message of Campaign 100 to all Lions? It is important you get to know these leaders and introduce yourself. Their assistance in promoting the campaign will be key to the success of getting the message of campaign to Lions in your district. Many of you have held various leadership positions that how you stood out among your fellow Lions and were appointed to this role. You all have great leadership skills, and some of you even participate in leadership development courses. Regardless of your level of experience, I would like to provide several suggestions to you for the district leadership team and LCIF leadership can work together. First, let's get to know our LCIF district coordinator, learn about their passion for being a lion in our foundation, set expectations for regular and frequent communications. This kind of contact is key to accountability. Establish a schedule and try to stick to it. Work with your district coordinator to set mini goals and deadlines. And complete each step along the way to achieve your next benchmark. This helps to break large goals into the manageable pieces. Celebrate the success achieved within your district for Campaign 100. Congratulate your fellow leaders when they achieve the goal and promote their achievements within the team and to your supervising next leader. Friends, we would say establishing establishing a good working relationship will positively impact your success. District governors are excellent partners with LCIF coordinators when promoting the campaign. When you meet, when you each meet, spend your time focusing on how to raise funds, tell the story of LCIF, advocate for grants within your district. Our foundation is a resource for LCI leadership and can help achieve their goals. Nearly 100% of district governors have made a personal gift to Campaign 100. International President Choi has emphasized the importance of campaign to his governors and has asked the following for his governors too that please advocate for LCIF and the campaign. He also said make their own personal donation and he requested you to promote and the model club program and to encourage Lions give and to collaborate and offer support to their district coordinators. Before we close out this session, I want to unveil a unique opportunity for district coordinators and district governors to recognize your efforts. LCIF has created an opportunity for district governors and district governor coordinators to earn a special Campaign 100 presidential medal. This special opportunity to earn this medal is based on a singular area of focus, increasing model club commitments. To qualify this for medal, a district must secure a certain number C below and model clubs in each of the progressive category from 1st July 2019 to 30th June 2020. Any commitments made within the timeline will conduct towards the goal, so you may already be on your way to qualifying. The program will also be in place for the final year Campaign 100 between the period of 1st July 2020 to 30th June 2022 so that the district coordinators and district governors for that fiscal year will have the opportunity to earn the award. The bronze medal is achieved by obtaining 3 new or increased model club commitments, and the silver medal is achieved by obtaining 6 new or increased model clubs. The gold medal is achieved by obtaining 9 new model clubs. Yeah. Thank you so very much.
Together, Lions and LCIF are changing the world one community at a time. And to thank you for your partnership and service, your foundation has created the District and Club Community Impact Grant. This program is uniquely designed to expand your service and help you make an even greater impact in your communities. DCGs enable clubs and districts to receive grants of up to 15% of their donations to LCIF in a given Lion year. After all, our mission is to support Lions clubs like yours, serving communities near and far. DCGs can keep funds local, helping you impact what matters most, where it matters. Clubs that give at least $5,000 and districts giving at least $10,000 to LCIF's Empowering Service Fund can apply for a DCG and do so every year they're eligible. Funds can be used when they're received or can be accumulated over multiple years for larger projects.
It takes just 5 steps to secure a DCG. First, club members choose a project. For example, Lions Club 1968 decided to host a holiday dinner at a local orphanage and donate toys to the children. The club donated $5,000 to LCIF during the Lion year, making it eligible to receive a grant of $750. Club members considered this when creating a project budget, outlining how they plan to use their DCG funds. Fun fact: DCGs provide the only opportunity for single clubs to access LCIF grant funds. With help from information on Lions Club's website, the club submitted its DCG application. When LCIF shared news that the application had been approved and grant funds were on their way, club members got to work preparing for what turned out to be a heartwarming event that fed the bellies of the local orphanage children, giving them a brighter holiday and future. After celebrating its successful event, the club reported project outcomes to LCIF, which then shared the good news worldwide.
In just 5 easy steps, from project concept to conclusion, Club 1968 brought to life a new annual tradition, delivering holiday cheer to local children. What could your club or district do with funds from a district and club community impact grant? Provide vision and diabetes screenings? Plant a community vegetable garden? Apply them to matching funds required for another LCIF grant. Each year, LCIF gets in touch with qualifying clubs and districts to thank them for their support and share news of their eligibility and next steps. As you consider the endless possibilities for your club, LCIF is working hard to help Lions worldwide make a difference.
You can visit lionsclubs.org/DCG to learn more, like when to submit an application and what DCGs can be used for. You can also email donorassistance@lionsclubs.org to see how much of your club's or district's donations to LCIF are eligible this Lion year.
Since 1956, lions have been woven into the fabric of India.
We are present in every village, in every city.
A huge network in India, 280,000 lions.
We have an obligation to leave this world better than we found it.
Lions Clubs International Foundation, LCIF, is there to help Lions and partners achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are supported by the Government of India.
Sight First, Lions Vision for All, has been a game changer in India.
LCIF has helped Lions to establish and operate more than 200 eye hospitals and clinics in India.
7.
And has invested in training thousands of eye care professionals.
We put up this institute to provide affordable eye care to average citizen of our society. People who can't afford, we give them absolute free care. Mobile units go to the villages, identify people who need surgery, bring them to our Lions Base Hospital. We have a lot of partnerships who come forward to support our activities. Eye care plays a great role in the economic development of a country or a state. So more people are healthy, they are not a burden to anybody else. They are able to do their own work.
Lions are investing in India's future through education that is empowering the 21st century workforce.
Social emotional learning actually must be a part of academics.
1.5 million students in India have benefited from Lions Quest Skills for Adolescents.
This is the age where you will face so many consequences, maybe at home, in the school.
It's all about self-discipline and self-confidence.
To share our feelings with others.
Lions Quest teaches about gender equity and life skills.
I'm interacting with everyone and I don't have any fear to talk with anyone.
I learned that boy and girl have equal rights and equal opportunities to go forward.
Lions Quest is a program that creates leaders. And that is what we need. Leaders in industry, leaders in colleges, leaders in social circles.
As active community leaders, Lions step forward whenever there is a need.
Kerala had the most devastating flood in the past 100 years. Nearly 200,000 people were displaced.
Within days, LCIF gave Lions a grant of 7 lakhs.
We have 24,000 lions in Kerala, in around 600 Lions clubs, and all of them sprung into action to help the people who were suffering from the floods and landslides.
The Lions, its members are from the community. They know the community.
When the water receded, we started taking up the construction of houses.
My organization, Manipura Finance Limited, we plan to build around 200 houses. But tying up with the Lions Clubs in association with the LCIF is the best way to reach out.
Lions believe that partnering is key to solving the biggest problems.
Lack of safe drinking water is a big problem in India. We have joined with Coal India Limited and Tata Projects Limited to alleviate the problem.
জলটা যখন আগে খেতাম বাড়ির টিউবওয়েলের জল তখন খুব অসুবিধা হতো
তো পায়ের আর্সেনিক জলটা বেশি ফেস করতে হয়েছে পেটের যন্ত্রণা হতো লুজ মোশন এটসেট্রা
28 water filtration systems have been established in West Bengal, collectively supplying more than 35 million liters of clean water per year.
We chose to install a water project in a school because there are more than 1,300 students and they belong to nearby villages where there is no access to safe drinking water.
বাড়িতে জল নিয়ে যাচ্ছে প্রত্যেকেই এর উপকারিতা অনুভব করতে পারছে
এইজন্য এই জলটা খেয়ে আমরা আরো বেশি হুকি আর হ্যাপি
We are a global organization, but we look after the needs of the local people.
Investing in India's future is a mission that unites us all. Together, we can help our people rise to a new day and our nation rise to new heights.
This is what really makes AIS always a wonderful experience for our district leaders. And this AIS 2020 online is here with power-packed information for you so that your years as the leaders of our districts are 100% successful. My dear friends, after all this information that you've got, you are now going to be given an insight into the working of the Mumbai office of Lions Clubs International. Every district governor has to work closely and in sync with the Mumbai office. You need to go back to them for various kinds of support, for some kind of filing, for information, for financial details, for chartering of clubs, so on and so forth. But this information will give you a complete insight about how the office is structured. Who are the individuals? You'll be able to put a face to a name. You will understand the flow of work and some very important tips about making working with this office a wonderful experience, an easy experience, and a productive one. So giving us this information is Ruchita Mehra from the Mumbai office. My dear district governors, please take note of every bit of information that's being provided to you here.
Hello, Lion leaders. Congratulations on your new role of leadership. Let me take this opportunity to thank you for the wonderful work that you do for your community and for the Lions Clubs International. I have a very pleasant task today to introduce you to the Lions International Regional Office for ISAME and Africa. Set up in 1960, the office has been helping Lions from almost 66 countries from the region of India, South Asia, Middle East, and Africa. Here is an organizational chart of the office, and each of the department works with its counterpart in Oakbrook and in accordance to the policies set by them. As you can see, we have HR, finance, learning and development, global action team, and all such departments. I will be doing the pleasant task of introducing you. I will help you put a face to a name. So the next time that you call an office for some work, you would probably have an idea of what that person looks like. And that always helps. We also have the Lions Club Foundation Department, the Grant Department, and of course the Information Technology Department. Let's start with the operations team first. The operation team is led by Sajeesh Pennamudayin. He basically looks after all the operations concerning membership and donor service, and he regularly reviews them and makes sure that all the processes are in place. He's ably assisted by Nupur Sharma. She is the specialist operations. Now, the various departments that come under operations are the first and foremost being New Clubs Operations. Formerly, it was known as New Clubs Department. The fantastic four that look after this department are Kiran Kanchan, Assumption Vaz, Christopher Fernandez, and Karen Sovens. So they look after all the new clubs that you set up, all the charters that you need. If you need a change in name, if there are mergers of the club, if you require a duplicate charter, and termination of Leo request. So basically, to set up this new club, sometimes they are so efficient that they can help you set up a new club in a day. However, sometimes it takes a few months. And then they might be putting that request on a hold for a long time until your request comes in again. But what helps is if you can always look out for the chat box which is there on the new club application form. Whatever the requirement that is holding up the new club are usually posted in that chat box by this department. So if they say that they need the name or the address of the secretary, it is not being mentioned, or some signature that is missing. So all these things, if you look at the chat box, because sometimes we might not look at the emails. So if you want to speed up setting up the new clubs, make sure you have somebody from your micro or from the zone who would be looking into that chat box regularly so that you could furnish whatever is required to set up the new clubs fast. Let's go ahead. Oh, before I go ahead, let me tell you that at the end of every page, we have mentioned the contact details of each department. There is also an IVR option number, which because now everybody is working from home, we have transferred their line to their personal calls, but only via the office landline number, which is 6121-7900. and then you will need to dial the IVR option. So for new clubs, it is 1. And now for every page, we are going to have their email IDs and their IVR option number. All right. For member support and accounts receivable, the people who will assist you for this is Aparna Daga, Sonika Natala, Nirmal Bhadija, and Sanjay Bharti. This team processes the international dues, donations, payment, maintains your membership details. They also process your PU 101 and anything that you require assistance for your payment or membership related queries. These are the people to approach. A quick heads up on how this process could be a smooth run. Whenever you're making a payment, make sure that you drop a mail. If there is a payment, if there is a check, make sure there is a covering letter for it. If you have done a direct deposit into a bank, drop a mail giving all the details so that never a payment is missed out or misplaced. If there is something that is a payment that needs to be reverted, they would require all the proofs which you would have made the payment and thereafter made an NEFT, and so you need a reverse of that payment. This process can become seamless only if we can watch out for the things that are really, really needed, and then it becomes very easy for them to assist you. So help us help you better. This is the department that can also help you with your MyLion login password. Sometimes you may forget your membership number or something gets stuck. These are the people who can help you out. And for now, we know that anything and everything is going to be through the MyLion login. Going forth, claim processing. Now here is a department that you will be definitely interacting them at least once a month. To process all your claims, there is the special email ID that you can send your claims to. Apart from doing the DG claims, they also handle ID, PID, and PIP. They just receive the claims here and then forward it to the international. Some things to note about when you are sending in a claim is that make sure you send in your claim only once a month. Do not forget to attach your visitation report along with the correct code that needs to be attached for every claim. It will be best if you could send across all these claims in a PDF format, so it becomes very simple for them to understand and process your claim. Also, most important is that you share your NEFT details right at the beginning, and it wouldn't harm if along with your claim you send across the NEFT details again. These are few of the things that can help us get your money back to you at the earliest. So these are the few things that you might want to keep in mind when you send in across your claims. The supply chain management. Nidhi Sangani, she very ably is conducting this particular department. She is basically responsible for receiving and clearing all the consignment that come from headquarters. She also looks after the printing and sourcing of the kits and the new member kits and components of the kits. She's the person who dispatches all the district and club supplies. And even if the office staff needs some assistance with some of the supply needs, she's the person even we go to. So that's Nidhi Singhani. The donor processing. LCIF India donations are handled by Pragati Kulkarni. So as you can see, there are so many modes of payments that now are available for you to make payments to LCIF India through check, direct deposits, and even MyLion app. So if there is any query regarding where is the payment now, what is the status of my recognition, or has the credit been transferred, donation report, for all these things, you need to reach out to Pragati Kulkarni, and her IVR option is 7. The last of the Department for Operations is Travel and Translations. So Aparna, Pragati and Nupur look after the Hindi translations that happen at the regional office. Most importantly, they receive all the translation requests only from the headquarters. So if there is any translation request, it basically goes directly to the headquarters, and from there they receive this request and they do the needful. The travel department is looked after by Karen and Ronita, and basically they assist you for all your invite letters that you need for your visa, for your district governor-elect schooling. So these are the people who would be helping you with the invite letters that you will need to submit for your visas. They can also assist you, if you so request, to have a group interview for your visas. So that needs to be, of course, sent a request to them, and they will make sure that you have a group interview for your visa. Apart from the DGE schooling, they also assist in for your international conventions, letters and invitations for visa, and they also assist in area forums. So they are the people to go to for any travel requests. Coming up is the Global Action Team. Global Action Team is basically our fulfillment arm for membership, leadership, and service. And Sunaina Mehtani and Nilofar Baria, they work hand in hand with our constitutional area leader and the area leaders for any requirement for Global Action Team. They work in a beautiful synergy, and they empower even clubs to grow and serve. So Nilofar Baria basically looks after India, and Sunaina Mehtani looks after for the rest of Isame and Africa. So that's the GATT team for you. Learning and Development Program. Basically, Learning and Development Program assists to achieve excellence in leadership through quality learning opportunities. So what basically this department does is bring to you the institute which are sponsored by the Lions Clubs International in ALLI, FDI and LCIP. They are the ones who facilitate. They also help for any process that you would need for leadership development grants to conduct your RLLI or your ELLI at multiple level, and for local institute for conducting at better at multiple level or even at district level. So Ruchita Mehra and Anahita Munshi are the people to go to. They can also assist for webinars if you need to conduct on leadership development. And also another duty is to help conduct seminars, leadership seminars at the area forum and for convention. Just a word of caution for all the LCI-led institutes for ALLI, FD and LCIP. As you all are aware that there are limited seats available. For ALLI, there are 100 participants are allowed for every institute. So it'll be best if you can send your selected participant, only one per district, as a request for application to the department. And for FDI and LCIP, it'll be mostly one per multiple. But for LCIP, we could look into people who are already professional trainers or who have done very many trainings for Lions Clubs International. So these are the people who you would want to send forward so that they could help your district and your multiple serve better, grow better, and make more leaders. Legal and compliances. Helen Rodriguez. She is the person who, if you have any queries regarding constitution and bylaws, or if there is any dispute resolution procedure that you want to know, or emblem use policy, or anything regarding the endorsement for international director and third international vice president. She is very meticulous in working, so she would not entertain phone calls much, but because she is answerable, she would appreciate if you send in a mail with your query, and she'll be very prompt to assist you with anything that you want to know. So that's legal and compliance for you. Let's now come to the foundation grants. We have a very able team in Chahat Himrajani and Armin Ichaporia who look after the LCIF grant. So once these grants are awarded, this department evaluates and validates all the documents before the approval of disbursement of funds for the grant. Also, they look into and verify the utilization report which comes post utilization of the reward. And this is very important because on this depends the awarding of the next grant that you would want to apply for. So the more transparent and the more meticulous your utilization report is, it will help them help you get your next grant approved. So that's the grant department for you. The foundation team, the LCIF team, we have for this team Rashmi Wills. She works out of Delhi and she is basically the deputy head for resource mobilization. And she also handles the campaign 100. So any queries that you need or you need any support for revenue generation through alignment with corporates, Rashmi Wills is the person that you will need to approach to, and of course, Campaign 100. Operating from the regional office, Isame at Andheri, is Pooja Tanya, and she basically looks after the processing of the donation records and also for potential partnership. The IT team. Well, the person that represents the IT team here is Ali Hassan, and he works as an extension to the Oakbrook office and is basically into application development. So you might not interact directly with him, and in fact, from now on, people that I'm going to talk about, you might not directly interact with them. However, it's nice to know people who are working for you, and you now have a name and a face to it too. So we have support team, and to begin with, we have our HR and facilities in Suyog Bapat. He basically looks after and focuses on the policies for the staff in terms of HR, and also helps us with the facility management. He also looks after the daily courier dispatches and from the office, so there also is a great assistance from him, and works directly with the HR in the Oakbrook office, especially at this time of pandemic when there is constantly changing HR policies. So he's the person assisting us. Finance specialist, Adesh Pednekar. So you might not know him as a name and a face. However, all the financial transaction, be it coming in for your new clubs, be it for your dues, be it for your claims, nothing goes unnoticed from Adesh. So he oversees all the financial transactions and he conducts an internal audit. He also monitors and reports accounting discrepancies. So he's the hawk of the office, and also submits statements for Isame and Africa to headquarters. PMO specialist, Janvi Kuchatkar. She is a very new entrant into the office, but very able, and she looks after and monitors the processes, and that's how improves process efficiency by auditing all the processes by each department. So that's Janvi Kuchatkar for you. So that was the team for regional office for all you governors. Very eager to help you out whenever you need any assistance. You already know all the departments and all the people who are in the different department. We'll be very happy to have you at the office whenever you are in the vicinity, or yet better, please make a special visit to your office in Mumbai whenever you feel like. We will be too happy to have you and show you around your office. That's all for now. Wish you all the best for your year and for Lions. Thank you.
Friends, Before we move on into the final segment for today, in this topic of the effective CEO, I'm reminding you once again that you have the opportunity of going to the exhibit section on this platform. And on that exhibit section of various booths, you could get a lot of information about various aspects of the association on those booths. You could also have direct conversations with the individuals who are manning those booths and who would be able to give you ready answers to some of the questions that may have played on in your mind for quite some time. Do use this opportunity positively. And now, after this information that came to us from Ruchita Mehra about the structure, the manning, and the way the work flows through the Mumbai office, we are going to be having the final insight into the digital support that comes to us through Lions Clubs International. Once again, a presentation from the headquarters showing us the kind of support and the information that is readily provided almost on a live basis by the association to the leaders around the world. Learn how to navigate the website, important components of the website, drawing information from them, and fetching important resources from the website. There are sometimes those resources that you need, and you keep on asking individuals. You spend a lot of time in just trying to find out where those resources are located. If you follow the session for the next few minutes, you'll know exactly where the resources are located, and through the entire year, you'll have seamless working. So here is the information on the electronic platform of the association coming to you directly from LCI headquarters.
The Lions Club's international website is a helpful information resource for Lion members and non-members. The Discover Our Story section of the website highlights the history of Lions Clubs International and Lions Clubs International Foundation, and also provides information on the organization, its mission, geographic areas, and our leaders. The Explore Our Impact section of the website spotlights Lions making a difference worldwide in meeting the needs of our global causes, how Lions are serving over 275 million people, and the impact of LCIF grants. Website visitors can begin taking action in the Start Your Service section of the website, where they may learn more about the service journey, start planning service, and get a more in-depth look at our global causes, advocacy, and grants. The Support Your Foundation area provides information on the Lions Clubs International Foundation, ways to give to the foundation, focus areas of the foundation, Campaign 100, and recognition programs such as the Melvin Jones Fellowship. Valuable information for members can be found in the Resources for Members section of the website, including a calendar of events, next steps for new members, an overview of the presidential theme, and more. A few pages found within the Resources for Members section are the President's Theme page, which provides a video biography of International President Choi and an overview of his program and initiatives. On this page, you may also download the presidential book, pin design, and logo. Another page found within the Resources for Members section is the Resource Center. The Resource Center contains forms, guides, presentations, videos, logos, and more. You can search the Resource Center for a specific resource by entering the name or search terms into the search bar. This search returned 43 resources in the search results for service projects. There are also various types of resources provided, such as press releases, videos, project planners, and more. In the margin on the left side of the page, you will find options to filter searches by date, type, audience, focus area, and language. The COVID-19 global pandemic is changing the way we serve as Lions. In these times of change, the Our Response to COVID-19 webpage is your destination for news and events impacting Lions due to the pandemic. Be sure to check here often for news, updates, and announcements. Visit the Serving Safely page to learn more about how Lions can serve during these challenging times. This page includes our virtual events center, tools for serving safely during the pandemic, social media tips, and highlights of Lion projects. The Virtual Events Center provides live training events led by staff and Lion members. From this page, you can choose to view upcoming events, browse past event recordings, or submit a topic for future events. If you click on upcoming events, you'll see a list of upcoming live training sessions with the topic and language it is being held in. To register for a session, simply click the blue register button next to the topic of interest. If you scroll down below upcoming events, you'll find past events. The event recordings are broken out by language. Simply click the plus sign next to the language you are interested in to view a list of recordings in that language. From here, you can click on the recording or presentation to view. That takes us through our main navigation area. Now let's take a look at a few more items that may be found throughout our website. At the top of every page is a link to the member login for registered users that gives access to all Lions applications, including My LCI, My Lion, Shop, and Insights. 3 convenient tools are also found in the upper right of every page on the Lions Clubs International website. Join provides individuals interested in Lions Clubs with a way to get in touch with their local Lion leader. Donate allows individuals to make a one-time or recurring donation online to an LCIF cause of their choosing. You may also click the search icon to quickly search information and/or resources on the Lions Clubs International website that you may be looking for. At the bottom of every page, in the footer of the Lions Clubs International website, you will find links to news, media, as well as additional ways to connect with Lions Clubs International. Information on Lions Clubs International and Lions Clubs International Foundation is available to you anywhere at your fingertips from your computer or mobile device. Visit lionsclubs.org today.
So the leaders of the districts in India, that brings us to the end of the second day's sessions at the AIS 2020. I'm sure you're enjoying the information and the various tips practically being shared with you by individuals who've been successful in the yesteryears and some of the past international directors who have tremendous experience even on the international arena. Make the best of this AIS 2020 and do join us tomorrow positively on time. Once again, make the best of the booths that are available in the exhibit section. And all the information that we are providing you here, it's up to you to make a note of it and make real good use of it in your year as a district governor. Each one of you has really worked hard to get into this position. Each one of you has hopes and aspirations. Each one of you has ambitions. And so you must live up to that ambition. You must really truly create a legacy. You must leave those footprints upon the sands of time so that in future years somebody would say, or rather the entire district would say, even when we were challenged by COVID-19, such proportions that we had unheard of in the times before that, there was a leader in our Lions district who provided such exemplary leadership that the clubs continue to remain vibrant. It is possible with your creativity, with your innovation, and with your understanding of the ground realities in your district. The ground realities in each district are different. What would work essentially to keep the leaders motivated and the clubs working towards the goal of providing service and growing their membership in a city district would be different from a district which has large number of clubs in the Mufassil and the rural areas. And that would also be different from a district which is in a middle-sized town-based district. So you know it best. You know what really works in your district. We are providing you here information that you will choose, that you will tweak to the best needs of your district. I wish you all the best, and let's meet again tomorrow.